My teacher once told me that you're only as successful as your rituals. And one of the rituals that I've been religious about is having some form of physical morning routine. So within the first half hour of waking up every single day, taking 5 or 10 minutes to stretch, move, get everything going. And today I'm going to share with you one that's wonderful for activating the hamstrings, the hips, the lower back, the shoulders. It also works on the elbows, the entire spine, the nervous system, the lymphatic system, and overall gets your blood flowing. So enjoy. We're going to start with 3 quick warm-up exercises in succession. The first is the bounce that, if you're a fan of the channel, you've seen before. We're bouncing from the knees, relaxing the entire body, especially the shoulders, and taking some nice, deep, full breaths. We'll do this for just a few seconds, and just a few seconds is all it takes to get everything moving nicely before coming around and swinging. Careful with what you do with your feet here. Make sure that your knees don't twist out from underneath you. Keep your breath. And again, really relax the shoulders here. Relax the waist. Getting fresh, new blood flow into both. And then our final is down into the knees, bouncing up. Notice how much of a bounce there is here. The shoulders stay completely relaxed. You want as close to zero tension in your arms as possible, meaning this movement from the ground, if your arms were totally relaxed, could take you all the way up. The muscles in the arm, all they do is just very subtly shift the movement so you don't hit yourself, which could be unfortunate. There we go. Couple more seconds of this one. And if you're like me, every single night, my shoulders tense up, I sleep on my side, everything gets twisted. So slowly opening the shoulders up becomes quite important. The first couple develop a range of motion. It can be nice to bring the hands in like this and all the way around. Then I like to relax, do the full range of motion. Again, notice we're using the ground. The earth is helping. That helps shoulders be holding no tension, but get more blood, rotator cuff. Right, all the way up. Big stretch to the sky. And I'm going to give you 3 options here. You can either come down to your knees, bend, straighten. When you straighten, lower back nice and straight, legs nice and straight. We're bypassing the lower back and putting the tension into the hamstrings. The other option is having your feet together and coming right down and bending and stretching. The third option, which is my favorite for those who can do it, if you can squat, then you can do this exercise. If you can't squat, please don't mess your knees up trying right now. I'll do some videos in the future about how you can start to get yourself into that place. But if you can, you will squat like a froge and place the hands down and up we stretch. Down, up. So whichever your preferred is, do a few of these little squats, or they can be together, or maybe you're really into it and you do all of them, or you can be here. All are beneficial, all help to get into the knees. All are wonderful, wonderful exercises. So we'll take a second, get your breath back, speaking about me as well, and we can drop right into the next. So for our next here, we're gonna balance on one leg, keep your alignment, step out, and turn. Now, we are purposely bringing the heel up, something which we avoid often in Tai Chi, but for this one, we're tucking the hip in, holding the ball, and actually pulling back. So you're pulling right into that hip, forward, back, forth, back, and forth. Turn. We'll go the other way. This, we're bent into the front leg. Back heel is up. The hip is ducking underneath. Hands are up. And we pull back, settling in. You should feel it right here. Out. In. Out. Good. Come on over. It can help when we're doing the side ones to place your arm that gives you balance straight from the shoulder down through the leg, and then just come over to wherever you're comfortable. Even if you don't have a whole lot of flexibility, just coming to here is helpful. And then eventually you can get right down. And if you're down, we can do deer to its own tail by thumping in. Up, settle, go where you are. Careful about your floor, make sure it's not slippery. And then come right on down. Over time, you know, there's some benefit to coming forward and there's some benefit to staying up. I recommend both. Good. We'll come right back up, feet together. Now let's reach up, big stretch. Open those arms out. 1, 2, 3. This opens up all the channels and back. Then up, open the ceiling, open the sky, bring it back in. Inhale. And again, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either bring your hands to your feet and bring your head forward like so. Or if you're feeling particularly strong, come forward and bring those hands up. Then bend into the knees and come back. Getting a little bit of a roll. Up, twist and pull. This helps with the elbow, helps with all of the articulations of the arm. Forward, out, and down. We'll do 3 of those. Up, pulling in, and down. There we go, very nice. And finally, to wrap it up, we want to work a little bit more on the hamstrings, a little bit more on the hips. Let's start with a quick little spiral. Making sure to go all the way around and being particularly careful where you feel any tension or pain. Back the other way. Hips and shoulders are connected, by the way, so it's quite good to work on both. And especially sleeping, they tend to be the things that need a little bit of help when we first wake up. Good. And then finally here, we're going to put a foot out, sinking down and stretching. Again, keep your lower back strong. We don't want to bend into the lower back on this one. We're dropping into that knee. Hip goes back, head goes toward the toe. Hold, take a couple good breaths here. And we'll come back. Again, other foot out. Notice where the feet are. They're not completely straight. They're just a little bit out at an angle. Again, hips click in. We come down. We're bending into this back knee. The nose goes towards the toes. Say 3 times fast. Couple nice deep breaths here. Now, I'm going to be facing you directly. Press in. This foot goes out to the side. This knee bends, and the knee bends right toward the toe, pretty much always. The hips are going to be clicked in. So if I'm facing you, they're clicked this way. And then we shift over. There's an art to relaxing completely, even in difficult positions. In, out, shift, down. Good. Now we'll open it up a little bit. We're gonna go forward, sinking down. And if you want, you can hang out here, or you can bring those arms up and back. Shift, out, up. Here we're getting a little lower. Careful with the knee and the hip. Make sure that everything is aligned. If there's any pain, stop. Out, back, out, back. Of course, you don't have to, the hands make things quite a bit more challenging, so you just go as low as you want to. And you can always just keep the hands even as stability. And then we'll go out to the side. Here I recommend using your arm again. And then if you want to expand, hand can go out. Turn, over. Turn, over. Turn, back. I realize that this is moderately challenging, and there's some people who are going to really like that. And I've been showing with my class lately that even people who don't think they can hit this, with a little bit of practice, can get surprisingly far. So settle in, inhale, exhale, settle down, 2, 3, and go get after it.